Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power to people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order, all things work in divine order, all things work in divine order. Peace and power to people that struggle as you come on in. Know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. You're in a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. A space of justice, space of integrity, space of the highest intelligence, a space where queen comrades and king comrades are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Links, hashtags, green screens, damn it. Apps with cash. Pounds that pay. Unions that are Western. Yeah, grams that got money. Red cups, blue cups, goddamn collection plates, bell ringers. Get Santa Claus and them out there. Damn it. Campaign funding, man, whatever you want to call it. Fund the war effort. It's a war going on outside, damn it. And I keep telling y'all ain't safe from. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Please. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're out there with your shoes on, cuffed up, trying to figure a way up out of it. Don't wait until they kicking you up out of the recitals. Listen, don't wait until Mama Chin says, you get out. You get out. Don't wait, it's too late. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop acting up in front of the family. Stop having the bedroom door closed shut with everybody on the outside chilling and everybody wondering what the hell is going on in here. Listen. Don't wait. Stop sending each other out bruised up and all that. Come on, keep your hands to yourself. Let's figure it out. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness levels. Man, events, places, things, conversations, people, that should have you on high alert. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. Ooh, what's going on? What's going on? What's up with the get down? Yeah, it's Sunday night. Been in sessions all day. But I'm here. We're here. You're here. And I'm glad that you came through the class tonight. Listen, damn it. Listen. We got some people to tag, damn it. Yeah, we got some people to tag. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, please, if you are FBA, if you are ADOS, if you got a babe behind your name, man, if you just some good old indigenous folk, come to class, please. Let me tag all y'all, come to class. Damn it, if you call yourself a Negro, come to class. Tag him. Tag your cousins. Tag everybody who are claiming a specific identity and doctrine. Yeah. Yeah, y'all got some explaining to do. Somebody tag T Drizzle. Yeah, 47. Tell him to come to class. The SCOTUS too. Come on down. Yeah, all y'all. We got some things to discuss. Yeah, while you at it, tag Jane Eugene. Oh, damn it, honey. I used to like you too. Yeah, I used to like you, man. Listen, tell her to come to class because we need to figure out some things. Yeah, like, do you have any property over here? Yeah, we like to know. Tag her. We like to know what they telling her. Tag her. And homie. We'll get to his name in a minute, but tag him too. Yeah. Yeah, tag him too. Mr. Born Overseas on the Army base. Tag him. Yeah, we get to his name in a minute. Tag your man. Man, tag your man Nas. Oh, Nas. Nasir Jones, come to class. God diggity damn it, you made it back to class. Nas, you got some explaining to do. So tag Queensbridge. Yeah. And tag the Shah. I keep telling y'all we at war. I'm trying to see who's gonna ride, who's gonna put in that necessary work. Keep telling y'all, old phase is out of control. Now while you at it, tag your classmates. Let's see who's in class tonight. God diggity darn. Who in here? What? Who is that? Hold on. Nah, that ain't who. That ain't who. Ooh-wee, Merklo is first in class, followed by Tierra T. Green. South Jersey's in the spot. And who that? Who is that? Uh-oh. Who that number 3, y'all? Ben? Let me find out. All right. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Who that? I can't see. When I be wearing these funny kind of shirts, I can't see nobody. Who that? Hmm? Who that number 4? Huh? Well, you get a 55. Whoever that, damn it. 55 for J. 5414. 55. Who that? That's a G? Huh? Kim, you? Is that you? Okay, we take it back. Who else? Who else is up in here? Hmm? Okay, NFT, I see you. Uh-huh. God Body Peace, what's going on? We see you. Versace Broccoli, we see you. Who else? Huh? Who else is that? Huh? Dust Bro, we see you. What's going on? Who else? Who else is that? Sean Jenkins, okay, we see you. Who's that? Who's that? Vet, we see you. Okay. Uh-oh. Philly's up in the spotty spot. Okay, Threat, we see you. Bionic Prince, we see you. Who else? Who? Nas, Ibn Walker. 55. God damn, I ain't that blind. Who else is up in here? Huh? Huh? Who that? John, we see you. That's Beckles, all the way from the UK. Yes, we need you in class today, damn it, because they got your homegirl getting ready to go back. God diggity dog it. All the way from London, the UK Massive. What up, Magic Little Brit? What up? Lovely lady, we see you. Yeah, we see you. Mike Nice, what up? Oh, man, who else is that? Who that? Who that 8489? Who that? We'll get to you. Who that? Ooh, might say anything. Ooh, wait, Philly in the building? Ooh, Charles is up in the spotty spot. Who else is up in here? Cool K King. Ooh, Marguerite Music. We see you. Polo, hold up. We see you. Hold on. Who else? Willie Pepper. Who's that? Oh, that's F. Okay, I see you, F. Yeah, I gotta put on a solid shirt. Can't be coming in struggling through all these daggone names. Stephen Gill, what's going on? Tyler Beneficiary, we see you. Who else is up in here? God damn it, who's that? Tyrone. God damn it. Tyrone the backyard again. Who else? Who's that? Miss who? Richardson. Who that? Bernie, what up? Who else is up in here? God damn it, so many names. Ooh-wee, son. 55. God dug it. Who else is that? Jersey, 55. Yeah, I'm starting to see, look, my vision ain't that damn blurry. I see some of these long-ass names. Yeah, man. North Korea, what up, North Korea? We see you. What's going on? Who else? Travel man. What up? We see you. Who else is that? Huh? Yeah. Listen. Yeah, it's boom. What up? We see you. Listen. Get to getting Tierra. Whoever we didn't call out. Damn it. We'll get them later. Damn it. Teachers having a moment tonight. First and foremost, let us begin, because tonight was, okay, Mecca, we see you. Don't be flipping up them damn names, girl. All right now? Listen, first and foremost, we're gonna act like we, we can't even act like we're not going to address the elephant in the room. Okay? Let's not even act like we're gonna sit here and not say happy pride to y'all. Yeah, we see y'all out there naked running around the streets of New York. We know y'all been itching to do this since the first of the month. So we see y'all, Roy G. Bibbs. God damn it, we seen y'all. Yeah, we seen y'all in your little booty shorts and your shoes. We seen y'all blocking up traffic and all that. We seen y'all. Salute, okay? Yeah, we seen y'all. Bullets, what up, Gotti? Much appreciation for the super chat. We got Bullets Gotti in the spot. Yeah. I know you seen them, guys. We seen y'all all since this morning. We seen y'all crossing the street. We seen y'all on the trains. We seen y'all at the bus stops. We seen y'all arguing and shit with the church people. Cause see, this was really supposed to be church day, Sunday. They supposed to have on their finest clothing and shoes and shit. But man, Roy G. Bibbs took over. Yeah, y'all took over. So, yeah. And all that. Okay? So now, we got that out of the way because I'm really waiting for the pictures, y'all. We'll revisit that tomorrow because we already seen Spike with a purse. We seen a lot this week on the low. They trying to just throw it in and duck and dodge around it, damn it. But, when the pictures come out, yeah, because you know the pictures from the parade is going to be in full effect after about midnight, after about 2 in the mornings, definitely when we get up. Yeah, when we get up, goddamn it, we going to see who was at that damn parade. Yeah. We going to see the pictures. We going to see the drinks. We going to see the shoes. Man, I'm telling you, we going to have a very spirited class tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, we got to get into the important matters. Okay? First of all, let me do this first, because this was triggering to a lot of people. But I've been telling y'all for a long time that we at war. And I've been telling y'all ever since, damn it, I could say Tim McVeigh, that these people who in truly sleeper cells, the true sleeper cells, right, are these Aryans, these WASPs, these people who are still beholden to whatever thoughts of a confederacy, whatever thoughts of what this corporation was supposed to be for them, they've been activated. I keep telling y'all that there are people who are mad that the politics of this, what they call a country, has been shifted, and the bagelmeisters, the bankers, have such a hold on it that those people lost grip of what they thought America was going to be. The dirt farmers, you understand? They upset, and they've been activated, and they've been putting work in. You understand what I'm saying? Love you too much appreciation. This is for real. And they are in law enforcement deep. They are in police precincts deep, and they're in the South, and they're in the Midwest, and they out west, and they up north, and they're in New England, and they've been taking pot shots. They've been putting in work. They've been unaliving. They've been snatching people up off the set for years. And when they get caught, so what? They go to jail because they Roy G. Biv as well. They don't care. And it continues in jail in the federal system where they unalive brothers on the regular, state systems and all that. So again, the war for them has never ceased. So when we are seeing, witnessing firsthand these unalive, these attacks, these little miniature, lone wolf battles, putting in work against our children, our women, and our elders, we have to call it what it is. This is war. These are strikes. Because this shit makes absolutely no sense. And we're not going to sit back and allow the false narratives and the what ifs and the maybes to be truth. This is warfare. Okay? So in Chicago, we had a no-fay put in some work and unalived. Put in some, man, when you see the tape, it is so textbook military, so textbook training, so textbook police force moves. This is what this is, because it made no sense at all. And Shah, I keep telling y'all, as radical as y'all get in politics, as radical and as vocal as y'all have been in political spaces, y'all better get military. Y'all need to get really real about how we are protecting our women and children, because this clown should have never, ever made it to a precinct. Let's get to it. Chicago, a lifeguard was charged with unalived and attempted unalived after 2 teens were shot at a West Side Park Thursday night. Family members said 14-year-old cousin of Laquan McDonald was wounded in the clapping at Douglas Park that left a 15-year-old boy unalive. Now, we do know who Laquan McDonald is. Unalived at the hands of law enforcement. We don't need to see that again, do we? We do know that there are deep traumatic wounds from that. I keep telling y'all, these are not only attacks but psyops, because now we're able to witness it. Okay, back in the days of lynching in Illinois, you didn't see in Virginia. Okay, a lynching in Virginia, you didn't see right next door in Maryland. You didn't see it. Okay, we're able to witness this right now. Okay, and witness it over and over and over because we keep replaying it. You get what I'm saying? Okay? Now, this 14-year-old cousin of Laquan McDonald was hit by a lifeguard. Now, do you hear what I'm saying? Lifeguards. Lifeguard now. He's home roach. You see what I'm saying? Just like the other chick is home. It's like, listen, several officers who have been responsible for unaliving our people are home already. That's another story again. But I can name you people that I know that's been locked up since 88. I've had buddies that's been locked up since they first turned legal, 18, 19 years old. Still locked up from 1988, 89, 1990. But yet these individuals, and they don't have a body, but these individuals who have unalived innocent, minding their business, melanated people, they out here. And I haven't seen a gang member spin on none of them. I haven't seen a rapper put a bag up for none of that. But let's continue. The suspect, 55-year-old Charles Leto, is now facing multiple charges, including first-degree unalivement, the Chicago police announced Saturday. Now, he's a lifeguard. A lifeguard sworn. Do you understand? Sworn to preserve life. Why you got a hammer in a park? The charges come as the family of the boy that was unalived demand justice. Again, I'm always leery about demand justice. According to the police, the alleged gunman is a lifeguard with the Chicago Park District. Police report said that the lifeguard had a concealed carry license and he claimed he was defending himself. The clapping happened around 7:03 p.m. Thursday in the 1400 block of South Sacramento Drive in Douglas Park, Chicago. The two teens were in the park when they were approached by an unknown armed male suspect who fired shots at them. The 14-year-old victim was shot in the neck and was taken to a hospital in serious condition. Family members identified the 14-year-old as Jeremy Herod. Herod is the cousin of Laquan McDonald, who was unalived by Chicago police in 2014. 2014. Here we are. Here we are. 10 years later. Family once again traumatized by OFE. Law enforcement, now this, civilian. And those of us who've been saying that, who've been speaking about OFEs being weaponized, OFEs being deputized, OFEs having the full extent of the law behind them, we're going to start putting in this work. Laquan McDonald was a kid. And now they went younger on his cousin. His uncle is Pastor Marvin Hunter of Grace Memorial Baptist Church. His family told the news he is a sophomore at UIC Prep and had only been in the pool 2 or 3 times. Herod's family said the teen is making some signs of improvement, but the gunshot wound to the neck is a very critical injury. The other victim, a 15-year-old boy, was clapped in the back and was also hospitalized in serious condition, but then he was later pronounced. He was identified as Marjay Dotson by the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, who ruled his death a homo. Leto has been charged with first degree attempt, aggravated battery, and discharge of a firearm. Video is disturbing. It appears that he was just kneeling down, really, from somebody who always had something in his waist. I know that you just don't come up with that thing in your hand and just start hitting. It means that he actually watched these children coming towards him because he was bent down and crouched. They said nothing to him. He came up firing. Shorty, all he could do was put his hands up and try to fall back, and he was hit. And then this man in the firing stance kept looking and kept squeezing. Where we going at with that? No words were said. Nobody actually approached him. You're in a park as a lifeguard with a firearm, concealed fire. How many lifeguards at pools in Chicago were ever attacked, were ever clapped at? Come on now. How many? Is that standard behavior for lifeguards to be sitting with the hammer on them? Knowing that if these are parks and pools, that these are young people. I don't, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I see kids in the park or at the pools, right, that have, summertime crowds. I never see none of them dudes in shiesties running around a pool. I don't see many people who are affiliated with the street element at the pool. I don't see it. I've never seen it. I don't know what's going on in Chicago, but I highly doubt that dudes is going from the block to the pool with hammers on them. So now we have to ask ourselves, what is the matter with this a lifeguard? We have to. I gotta ask myself that. Did y'all ever see David Hasselhoff with a damn hammer? Y'all seen that on Baywatch? Y'all seen David Hasselhoff with the toast, with the grip? Y'all seen him running into the ocean with the grip? Y'all ever seen that? So what is the matter with this fool? What is the matter? Do you look in his face in the mug shot and see that he's not all there? That he looks every bit of a mercenary? Did you watch the video and see how he was firing? Where we at with it? Where we at with it? But again, I want to ask these live wires out there in the shop, like, where y'all at? For real, where y'all at? Because you can have all the programs you want to have out there. You can have clergy out there. You can have politicians talking that talk. You can have grassroots organizations and networks going directly at the politicians, grandstanding, telling them what y'all not going to do, who you not going to. Didn't they just grandstand on the mayor out there and say you will not be reelected? Didn't they just, aren't we watching all of that? However, if you have no military, if you don't have the militants, if you don't have well-seasoned, well-committed folks on the ground to protect your people, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know if y'all noticed, but that has become the average age. 14 and 15. That has become the average of the average age of our young men unalived by gunfire. 14, 15. I'm asking, I want to know. I'm serious. Because I don't get it. I don't get it how people are taking phase who are saying what I've been saying for a decade, and all of a sudden they're going viral in a video or two. Ooh, you hear what he said? Yo, I'm trying to figure that out. Why that has been the new trend. That has been trending for the last month and a half, 2 months. White men, phase, saying shit that most of us has been telling y'all and educating y'all for years. Y'all sharing the reels, y'all sharing the TikToks. This is what has been going. And I'm like, yo, I've been saying this shit for a decade, consistently, and putting in the work. But yet in the same token, y'all watching his bloodline gun down our babies. Shouldn't nothing they do excite you? I don't give a fuck if they dancing, acting, singing, preaching, protesting. Keep them old face on the other side. The hell y'all so giddy for? Because they said something, the black man was here first. You're not telling me nothing I don't know. This is where we at. No, I'm serious. This is where we at. People popping up every day on social media, brand new. Y'all giving them 100,000, 200,000 views and oohs and shares and all. You heard? What? And as soon as y'all get soft and mushy around the chest, you understand? As soon as y'all get soft and mushy around the chest, they bloodline coming unalive our babies. For nothing. For absolutely nothing. That's where we at with it with them. That's the energy that they're going to consistently and continually have when it comes to us. That's it. That is their purpose. What is your purpose? Because now we're going to go a step deeper. If we are not going to do it for ourselves at this time, And with that particular reason, let me give y'all some more reasons. Because a lot of people sit back and try to rely on past movements and regurgitate that shit. Well, this is what the Panthers did. Okay? Well, this is what AIM did. This is what SNCC did. This is what MOVE did. This is past movements that in all reality, you don't even know what was going on at the ground level, at the foundational level of these movements to even replicate it, because it's not studied that. Okay? Do you understand that? Do you get it? Okay. People rely on that. Let's reinvigorate that. Let's emulate that. Let's take from that and apply it today. Okay. You do that without understanding what was the end result of their actions, what was their goal setting, what were they attempting to do, because whatever they were attempting to do is gone now with this new shit here. Let's go. Because I want y'all to really get into the deep part of what this shit is. And I've been saying it a long time. A long time. Move back, get away from them, establish new ways of communicating, give the language new definitions of us manifesting ourselves. If not, you might as well just buy into whatever's going on. But see, they're making it difficult. Yeah, because now, instead of listening to me and others like me, now they're forcing you to choose a side. Let's go. Washington. This U.S. Supreme Court's landmark ruling blunting a potent weapon that federal judges have used to block government policies nationwide during legal challenges was in many ways a victory for President Donald Trump, except perhaps on the very policy he is seeking to enforce. Okay? Do you understand? Do you understand? Let's continue. An executive order that the Republican president signed on his first day back in office in January would restrict birthright citizenship. A far-reaching plan that 3 federal judges questioning its constitutionality quickly halted nationwide through so-called universal injunctions. Now, if you don't understand the language of it, take your time. Take your time. Okay? Hey, Marshy, they need to listen. Listen now. But the Supreme Court's ruling on Friday, while announcing a dramatic shift in how judges have operated for years, deploying such relief, left enough room for the challengers to Trump's directive to try to prevent it from taking effect while litigation over its legality plays out. This is in the courts. This is how they're moving. Okay? I do not expect the president's executive order on birthright citizenship will ever go into effect I don't expect it, said Samuel Bray, a Notre Dame law school professor and a prominent critic of universal injunctions whose work for the court's majority cited extensively in Friday's ruling. He don't expect. He doesn't expect. I don't care who you are. We discussed in class previously, law is considered what? Just like medicine is considered what? Law is considered a practice. Damn it, you ain't no expert in something that can shift and change based on who's in positions. Okay? So you could not expect anything to go through, just like they didn't expect Trump would be reelected or reselected. Okay? So, Mr. Samuel Bray, law professor, you can eat camel nuts. All that you don't expect has nothing to do with what's going on. Okay? Now, let's continue. Trump's executive order directs federal agencies to refuse to recognize the citizenship of children born in the United States who do not have at least one parent who is an American citizen or lawful permanent resident, also called a green card holder. 3 judges found that the order likely violates citizenship language in the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment. The directive remains blocked while lower courts reconsider the scope of their injunctions, and the Supreme Court said it cannot take effect for 30 days, a window that gives the challengers time to seek further protection from those courts. Now, I watched the video y'all sent me on what's this child name? What's it? Amanda Seals. Said the exact same thing that I've been saying for the longest. Said the exact same thing that I've been saying for the longest. Your ass don't have a shot. You don't have rights. I've been saying it. People challenge me on it on almost every platform I've been on. When I'm asking people what your doctrine is, how do you manifest yourself? Who are you? Everything falls back into who the OFE said you are. And the OFE paperwork. I keep telling y'all that. Now, this is going to be significant in how we even see each other. Not me, because I know who you are. You understand what I'm saying? Much appreciation, Thomas Shands, for funding the war effort. I already know who you are as a melanated being of universal truth, that there's no limitation and no authority over you other than science and maths. That's it. But let's continue, because all of the arguments, all of the divisions that we've been having on social media for a long time, I've been telling y'all, stop feeding into the bullshit. Stop allowing these so-called woke conscious hustlers get y'all in a space where you're separated. And now those traumatic deep wounds, I gotta unearth from people who brother stopped speaking to brother, whose father stopped speaking to their son, who mother stopped speaking to their son because they're claiming all this weird shit. Because they following some dumbass in a dashiki or somebody saying power to and causing you to have this animosity against each other. Tether this and this and calling out names. because y'all think it's cool identifying with some derelict who has no true love and has no work put in for the people. Now these old phases going to show you just what it means when you start claiming yourself as some other weirdness. The courts, 6 conservative justices delivered the majority ruling granting Trump's request to narrow the injunctions issued by the judges in Maryland, Washington, and Massachusetts. Its 3 liberal members dissented. When you listen, the legal jargon is a bit much. So when I get into layman terms like I've been doing for a long time, you got 3 liberals. Malcolm X already told you, liberals are your enemies. They don't mean shit. They dissented against the majority, which means they didn't agree with what the other judges passed. All that is allowing lower courts room to argue. That's it. You don't mean they for you. None of that. It's law practice. That's it. The ruling by Justice Amy Coney Barrett, who Trump appointed to the court in 2020, emphasized the need to hem in the power of judges, warning against an imperial judiciary. Like she's saying, yo, listen, we cannot be in a space where the president and the judges are looked at as basically the sole controllers of authority of the land. Okay, judges can provide complete relief only to the plaintiffs before them, Barrett wrote. Now, this is where the shit has been getting tricky because people been laughing, people been chuckling at Maria and Hector, okay? While their ass is running through the fields. Y'all been laughing at them. Giggle, giggle, right? Guillermo and them trucking, and he's hiding in fenders and all type of weirdness, right? ICE running around, no badges, masked up, just snatching people. Shit been funny. Now, people keep saying, yo, that ain't us. That ain't us, right? And it's true. It wasn't you. Because at a certain point, no matter how much you whine, you rely on the fact that I'm an American. That's what y'all do. This is why there's no militancy. This is why there's no true rebellion, even though law enforcement and their deputies and their bounty hunters and their security guards continue to unalive our children, our women, our elders, and most of the time us. Because you keep in the back of your head saying that I'm American. I got rights. I got constitutional rights. And I'm looking at you like you crazy. Because I've been stung by the justice system. I know for a fact that any given time, you just a court case away from not having shit. I already told y'all really about 6 months away from them putting your ass back on a goddamn plantation somewhere. And we not talking about the prison industrial complex. No, I'm talking about your ass going right back to cotton. Real quick. Because you don't have no fight in you. You don't have an organization to make sure the fight is in you. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay? Because in the back of your head, I got my license. I got birth certificate. I got all that shit. And the way this is moving, That ain't going to help. That's not going to help. So all these dudes that y'all chasing behind, getting the bag, investing in it, like I keep telling y'all, yo, Bliz, why you keep saying that? You gotta invest. You keep investing in your own demise. Keep participating in that shit because this is getting very real. They're getting ready to severely gut and, man, maybe even burn up that Constitution. Because they don't need it anymore. They've already placed themselves in a space militarily where you are not able to do anything. You're not. Because you're consistently buying into the institutions and the system. Consistently. Because it's not even a habit. It's not a behavior. This is an ingrained belief, a manifestation that if we get up, you send your kids to school, you send them into their workforce, that one day you'll be able to galvanize enough money between the family to get good credit to buy a house, and that's it. That's it. That's all you want, to be comfortable in your oppression. We're going to complain, but we ain't going to do much. That's comfortable in your oppression. I got a 401k. That's comfortable in your oppression. Damn it, my son getting ready to go to the league. Comfortable in your oppression. That's what that is. So they don't have to do much. They don't have to do much at all. All they have to do is flip the switch, which many people have been warning you against. Right? You think it's conspiracy theories and FEMA trucks and trains and military positions, and you think it's a game, but you're not watching how they're moving against what is this migrant crisis and these immigration policies. They flooded the corporation, the country, enough to have a workforce. That's all it is. To replace you, the ones who complain and dissent, but know enough about them that could really rock and shift this. You can really, melanated people, if they had the right mind, can change the dynamics of this globe quickly. The black man is the true weapon of mass destruction. A united, melanated people is, okay, the true weapon of mass destruction. But they don't get it. They don't get it. And they'll never get it. That's why you get trolls and shit in the space. They don't get it. They still looking to be up under the scrotum of white men and be up under Amy's ass cheek. That's when you get these trolls. This is when you get these pseudo intellects and people who want to come through and clown because they don't understand it. When you see a black man, melanated, shiny, giving you specifics on what's really going on, it hurts them, right? It's like when you used to see Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Some people couldn't take that image. It would sting, and they would look at him in that skin and that bald head, speaking matter-of-factly and intelligently, and they didn't want it because they knew that he struck fear into the hearts of our enemies. And them as black folk, they didn't want that. They chose to make sure that they fought against him until they plotted and assassinated him. This is just what it is. Black folk did it and allowed it to happen. Black folk did it and allowed Malcolm to meet his demise. It just is what it is. Y'all can act like y'all scared to say it. I don't. There's absolutely no way that anything should ever be allowed to happen to people who spoke love into us, who moved and made sure that we were informed to be unalived in spaces where we reside. No way. You understand? Black hands had to play a role in it. Just had to. Old face can't do that on their own. Can't. So when I see trolls coming through, I understand what it is. But I'm not them. I never claimed to be them. I'm not Dr. Khalid Muhammad. I'm not Malcolm. I'm not Huey. Those individuals have much more patience than me. I won't look at your black skin and don't read your energy. When I read rat, when I read snitch, when I read nigga, I'll blow your head clean off. That ain't me. I'm a living example of all skin folk and kin folk. I don't trust none of y'all. For real, for real. I'm not them. I won't be on the podium nowhere and get my head knocked off. I'm a soldier for real. East New York born and raised. So I don't worry about trolls. I don't worry about agents and all that shit. Because if you know about East New York, you know what we come to do. We not playing with nobody. Because we live in the trauma of unaliving ourselves on a regular, historically. Historically. That's just who we are. You think I'm going to trust somebody? I'm not like that. At all. It has to come from the inside. Has to. We spoke about it in class last week. I told you, black faces that got on the uniform, got on the badges, that took oaths. These are the ones they coming to get. To go right at you. Yeah. The traffic ticket agents, the MTA special inspectors, the damn anybody in that uniform got the potential. They got the potential to do you so dirty and to derail the movements. I don't play that. Trust the fuck out of here. Not me. Not me. So I know what the trolling is about. These are the self-hate Negroes. You understand? These are the Negroes that don't want to move. Not only from the plantation, but from the love of white folk. One day they want to know that white folk love them. And I'm telling you right now, y'all cool grafted devils, they don't have love. Old timer told y'all that in New Jack City. Devils ain't got no love. Okay? So now that this Supreme Court, these policies, these things that people believe never could happen, is happening. It's happening. So we have to question exactly what takes place and who you say you are. Who do you say you are? Because I told you time and time again, whoever you say you are don't mean shit. Because the Ofe is the one who delegates and says, I don't care who you are. You a black what? You a black Muslim? Get your ass on a plantation. Who you say you what? Israelite. Get your ass on a plantation. Who you a what? You a Moor? Get your ass on a plantation. You a what? You ain't no real Democrat. Get your ass on a plantation. Woo, you an American? Get your ass on a plantation. No, you not. They don't care who you claim you are. For them, it is how they see you. And as long as you keep taking those titles, taking those doctrines, separating each other, you will never have the military might to get up out of the oppression that we going through, that they moving quickly on, because they know that with this, we have the ability to wake up as many people as we can. So they moving fast. They moving fast. And you ain't seen no real grapes with seeds in it, have you, in a long time. Your fruit ain't been lasting more than 2 or 3 days on the counter no more, have you? Huh? Your water don't taste the same, right? Yeah, they're moving quickly. Because everything that they've thrown at you so far, you have been a Marvel superhero against. Okay? You destroyed them when you beat the pandemic. Yeah. You rocked them. They thought you was done. Molly, much appreciation for funding the war effort. They thought you was done. But damn it, they like, damn. That melanin is something powerful. They threw HIV at you. They threw crack at you. Mm-hmm. They've been consistently throwing things at you. So now, who are you? That's the question. Who are you? You better start recognizing some new shit. You better start recognizing and stop saying these little things that you inherited. Let's go. Perfect example. Let's go. Jermaine Thomas, who was born in 1986 on a U.S. Army base in Germany to a father who had become a naturalized U.S. citizen, was deported to Jamaica last month. Do y'all get it? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Did you get that? Thomas's deportation comes amid an immigration crackdown by the Trump administration. President Donald Trump has pledged to launch the largest mass deportation operation in U.S. history, with people residing in the country illegally as well as immigrants with valid documentation, including green cards and visas, having been detained and many deported. Now, I'm quite sure Mr. Jermaine Thomas thought he was good, thought he was all money. But we're going to see that it's not all good. The Trump administration has deported multiple individuals to countries where they did not hold citizenship despite family ties in those nations. Okay? Now, for people who took certain names and specific titles, this sounds like it's all good. Oh yeah, they just tell us anyway, right? Y'all keep throwing that little nasty, dehumanizing term around, playing games with this shit. As if they, as we found recently, most people who are claiming that, who was running around saying that they not this and they not that and they ain't with it, been taking their little DNAs and finding out that they got a lot of DNA from the continent, that they not as foundational as they believed they were. But keep following dummies. Keep following individuals that got you jammed up on some stupid shit because y'all looking real ignorant out here. Keep following them. Let's continue because Jermaine is in a jam. Now, yeah, because this shit, yeah, man, listen. What you doing crawling around here? Yeah. Hold on, let me make sure I got this in the right order here. Yeah. And where y'all at? Don't get quiet. Don't sit there and get quiet, damn it. Participate. Yeah, it's getting cut. Yeah. Listen, he was born to an active duty member of the United States Army stationed, because I was over there. Yeah, stationed on a U.S. base in Frankfurt, Germany in 1986. Yeah, I got to Germany in 1988. What's up? Guten Tag and all that. Alles klar to my people that's still there. V Gates and all that. Yeah, I was over there messing with them foul lines and all that other stuff. I was in Germany. Yeah. Listen now. Listen. He was born to an active duty member of the United States Army. That in itself should be appreciated and recognized. His pops was in the service, risking his life for this corporation that they call a country that's supposed to have protected him under the U.S. Constitution to some degree, right? He would think that, okay? Court documents from 2015 state that Thomas's father first entered the United States in September 1977, enlisted in the United States Army in 1979, and became a United States citizen in May of 1984. Thomas's mother, who was married to his father at the time of birth, was a citizen of Kenya. Okay? So it don't matter how many years that they've been working for, paying taxes, following laws and rules, y'all ass wasn't considered American enough. A service member. Okay? This is where it's at. Thomas was admitted to the United States as a lawful permanent resident in July 1989 when he was about 2 or 3. His visa form listed his nationality as Jamaican. You understand? That they don't forget that whatever paperwork you put in, whatever name you got on your birth certificate, whatever you claim, whatever you say, whatever you consistently put on job applications, school registrations, licenses, and all that. Yeah. All that matters. I don't care what the hell a dude on YouTube telling you. No. You, we over here. Because if we over here, that means we gonna get reparations. We not over there with them. We over here. Yeah, what you look like? Look at your hairline and all this other bullshit. Okay? This is where it's at. This is the paperwork. These are the things that you give power and authority to. Okay? Thomas moved around the United States a bit from bases and ended up settling in Texas when he was older. So he was an army brat. The Fifth Circuit ruled against Thomas, finding that he was not born in the United States, and therefore the 14th Amendment citizenship clause did not apply to his case. The Supreme Court declined to review the decision, leaving the deportation order in place. Okay. The court documents also note that the petitioner has been convicted of several crimes in the United States, including theft and domestic assault causing bodily injury. Theft. What did he do? Theft. What did he do? Did he boost something from Macy's? Did he steal a box of donuts from Target? What did he do? That's neither here or there. Some people are going to be technical and say, well, he broke the law. Okay. Because I've seen dudes catch bodies and not get deported. I know dudes who sold plenty of narcotics and never got deported. But we're going to continue. The filing notes that due to his criminal background, the DHS initiated removal proceedings. Just that quickly. You get your ass up out of here. You get your ass up out of here. Okay? This is where it's at. This is where it's at. Okay? Now, his citizenship status has been in question for decades. But again, they here. Again, where else is he going to go? What is he? Who is he? If you ask him, he's going to say he's an American. Because they sent his ass to Jamaica. Jamaica said, nah, you ain't us. You ain't us. So he ain't American. He ain't Jamaican. He's not German. But he's melanated. He looked just like you and I. Especially me. Same skin tone. Okay? Thomas's citizenship status has been in question for decades with the Department of Homeland Security. I ain't know it was a Homeland Security Department decades ago, but anyway, DHS having issued a notice to appear and additional charges of inadmissibility, deportability, right? Which means they've been ready to get rid of him. Okay? Yeah. So now that you're countryless, now that you're, yes, stateless Versace broccoli, yeah. Now that you're these things, who are you? Who are you? Is he a Christian? Is he a Catholic man? Does it matter if he's Christian or Catholic? Is he a taxpayer? Is he a taxpayer? It doesn't matter. Is he a felon? What is he in the eyes of white folk? Because this is what matters. What is he? I'm asking y'all. What is he? Somebody tag him. I'm asking him. How does he see himself? Is it a doctrine that he follows? What is his argument to these people? That I'm an American, that I should stay here because my father served, because I was born on a military base? That's the argument. Hold on, let's go. Margaret, a lawyer who specializes in immigration and military law, said that the citizen status for babies born on overseas military bases can be really complicated and depend on a range of factors, including marriage status, parental citizenship status, and the length of residency, paperwork, and more. Children born on U.S. military bases overseas do not get automatic citizenship, but they typically acquire citizenship through their parents if eligibility requirements are met and proper paperwork is filed. So if they start combing through a lot of people's shit, a lot of people could get pushed up out of here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of people paperwork ain't right and exact. Oh yeah. And because of a thing called 9/11, because of a new world ordering, a new world of technology, shit, if you don't have the actual paperwork and there's no real update of files, you know what I'm saying? That's in computer, that's in technology. People gonna start questioning, who are you? Where you from? What service are you to us here? Hmm? You complaining about rights? This is how deep this shit is gonna get. And if you're not organized, and if you are in a space where you like, he from Barbados, I don't rock with them. They not foundation. Because y'all do know that there's going to be challenges. That's why he threw that out there. Birthright citizenship. For descendants of slaves, which y'all have to really, really be mindful of, because you do know that there were thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who were never enslaved, melanated people who were never enslaved here. Okay? Never saw a plantation, never, at all. And might have owned some Ophies, to be honest, freed men. So all that other weird shit that y'all was talking about, you want to claim a certain space, because in all reality, what they're attempting to do is erase the whole time period of chattel slavery and say, we never owned nobody. Therefore, ain't none of y'all citizens here. This is for us. Keep playing and separating each other. Keep playing and running away from each other. Keep playing and believing that you can say something or do something that's going to keep you in alignment with these Ophies if you want to. This is why they want to get rid of that curriculum. This is why they don't want black studies. This is why they're making an attempt to erase any solid history books that people can research and say, hold on, wait a minute. Because they're attempting to get rid of that whole period. That whole period where they have sat and tolerated your black asses. We don't have to tolerate them no more. We have a new workforce of people who want to be here, and they're going to do whatever we tell them to do, because they're coming from war-torn spaces, dire conditions, where if we give them a few carrots, they're going to be fine. We got to get rid of these black ones. These people who got knowledge of self. We got to get rid of this. Their time is up. We can put machines in play for that part of the labor. And we got the new labor force that's going to be obedient. But we got to get rid of the written word that has documentation of our evilness, of our wicked ways, of our false contracts and treaties. We got to get rid of that. Okay? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's let these other Negroes that's talking separation, let them stay in front of their face, because they're doing the work for us. Yeah, the ones with the feathers and the fake dashikis and the claims of black power in schools and museums and all. Let's let them keep. They ain't no threat. They're working. They're separating their own self from the people. So let's make sure that they stay right. They're doing the work for us. But we gotta hurry up. We gotta hurry up. Okay? This is where we at with it. Because old Jermaine Thomas, He don't have no identity. He done. They wiped him out. Who is he? So then you got to question, who are you? Because there's no, I keep telling you, there's no neutrality in this shit. You think you're going to stay here? You think you're going to be left alone right here to keep doing what you've been doing? Right here? Marching and protesting, agitating, coming to work, sucking teeth, and and being part of unions and taking care. No, man, no, you out of here. Y'all don't see it? Y'all don't see the lineup? You don't see it? The stage is being set. Their citizens are already on go mode. Yeah. That's why you see so many of these old faces quick to pull out, quick to get in your face, because it's already set. They know that they got law enforcement and the court system behind them. And they've been activated. Okay? So now, Jermaine Thomas, that's going to be the catalyst. He's going to be the case that's going to make sure that nobody from the Caribbean is going to be out of line and out of pocket. Because he's going to have people scrambling looking for their green cards. This is what this is going to be about. Okay? Yeah. Like I told y'all, I haven't seen it yet. But they've been running around in dollar vans, fake dollar vans, snatching people up, bringing them to ICE officers. Keep acting like it ain't real and keep acting like it ain't your issue. Because you claim to be, well shit, I'm American. My folks is from the South. You okay? You think so. You think that's going to hold weight. Let's continue. Because it's funny to y'all. Because you don't identify with that. Oh, I ain't from the Caribbean. My people ain't from. You don't identify. Okay. All they're doing is just clearing the space to separate any type of assistance, any type of grouping together that we have as melanated people. They get ready to get them up out of here. Okay, yeah, we're shrinking the numbers. Get them up out of here. Okay, next up, R&B star Jane Eugene allegedly facing deportation after 19-year visa overstay. Yeah. All y'all that's been chilling, don't have your paperwork in line. Yeah. Oh, R&B star. She was chilling, right? And I loved her chocolate ass day when I seen her. Yeah. Oh, you up out of here. Here we go. Jane Eugene, the soulful voice behind the British R&B group Loose Ends, is reportedly facing deportation from the United States. Sources indicate that Eugene has been residing in the U.S. on a visa that expired 19 years ago, potentially violating immigration laws. Why in the hell was she here 19 years without getting her paperwork in order? Y'all don't read the fine print with those work visas. Y'all don't student visas, all type of... Yo! Why? Comfortable. Oh, ain't nothing gonna happen. Comfortable, right? Let's go ahead. We're told she is currently being held in an ICE facility in upstate New York near the Canadian border. You know how far that shit is from the city? I do, because I've been up there. Clinton, Dannemora, Camp Gabriel's. I've been that far up near Canada. Yeah. Or the other way. Attica, Lakeview. Been out there. New York State is big. You'll get lost up there. Okay? Yeah. In an ICE facility. The singer has been active in the American music scene, leading a US-based version of Loose Ends and performing across the country. However, her alleged visa overstay could lead to serious legal consequences, including removal proceedings and a possible 10-year re-entry ban. Who told on her? I didn't even know she was still around performing. To be honest with you, who told on her? How she get knocked? No, for real, for real. How she get knocked? What happened? You mean she was over here all this time? Through the pandemic, everything? She just here chilling, right? Maybe she told on herself. Maybe she was paying taxes. Okay? Maybe somebody just ran her information, some credit bureau. Maybe she owned a house, mortgage, where her social security number wasn't popping up. Yeah, because she from Britain. The UK massive. Do they have social security numbers over there? I'm believing that is a US corporation stamp. So you paying taxes, you ain't got no social security number? You got a mortgage, you ain't got no... What? Who is she? What is going on here? Oh, no, she got the role. She ain't hanging on no strings over here. You got the role. Matter of fact, let's scoop that up. Let's scoop her up. Now, this is the kicker. If she loses the case, who gets her property? Does she have buildings here that she owns? Does she have a home or two that she... Who gets that? Y'all just gonna just jack that. She just out of here. Let me get that. Let me get that. So therefore, whoever she claimed or thought she could claim she is don't matter here in the poor part of the country, the poor part of the planet. Okay? Now, that don't matter. I don't care how many songs you sang. You out of here. The hell you still doing here? Who get her crib now? Does she still get her publishing checks? Is the violation enough to stop her publishing checks? Maybe she left the group and might not have ownership over previous works. That's why she had to keep doing shows for her livelihood, because the publishing check's probably not circulating right. Who gets that now? Okay, let me break it down. Understanding the legal implications of long-term visa overstays. Overstaying a U.S. visa by more than a year results in unlawful presence, which can trigger a 10-year bar from re-entering the country if the individual departs. Additionally, those who overstay their visa may be placed in removal proceedings and face deportation. Man, they saying she was here 19 joints. 19 years. Okay? While immediate relatives of U.S. citizens may still be eligible to apply for a green card despite a visa overstay, the process is complicated and subject to strict eligibility criteria. Eugene's current legal options remain unclear. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, so we got a person born from a U.S. service member on a military base in Germany. You ain't good money. Mom's is from what? Kenya. Pops, Jamaica. So what they gonna do? You send them to Jamaica. Jamaica say you ain't good money. You out of here. You stuck over there. Okay? So Oface say you ain't American. Jamaica, your own, you ain't Jamaican. So now he's in limbo. Who is he? Now he's like who is he? Now, R&B singer, you know you out of pocket. They not even questioning her ethnicity. They not questioning nothing. Your ass ain't supposed to be here. You out of here. Now, what is the process like when she get back to the UK? Who knows? Who knows? But we know that her dark skin means nothing to these old fays over here. You up out of here. Sing your songs on the flight over. You understand? You out of here. Because Oface say you out of here. And as long as you living under their rules, their regulations, their policies, their constitutions, their Bill of Rights, they will do with you as they please when they want to. Ain't nobody safe. No one. So why do you continue to pull apart from each other? Not understanding that we're all in the same boat. But some people are going to tell you, well, shit, I'm a Freemason. I went to school, I got a degree, I work for the state. Your ass will be out of here too, Paul. Just that simple. Just that simple. Y'all gonna find out when they start doing it to the politicians, when they start going into their background, when these political enemies start saying, yo, hold up, I wonder if homie paperwork good. When they start doing it to DAs, I wonder if their paperwork good. Man. Shit. Eric Adams might need to check his paperwork. Yeah, look, this is how nasty it's gonna get. So who are you? For real. Who are you? What do you truly represent? What do you claim? Who claims you? I keep telling you, nobody's supposed to have power or authority over you, especially not your enemy, not these old fays. I'm a universal being of truth. I have a connection to the sun, the moon, and stars, science and math. You cannot contain me to this planet, this earth, and say that I'm here. I'm God. I don't allow a figment of somebody's own imagination to determine who I am. But you do when you say that. When you say I'm ADOS, when you say I'm FBA, when you say I'm Freemason, what are you saying? All of that is under your enemy. Those terms come from your enemy. The way you think and process that. Well, I'm going to say I'm this, and we did this, so therefore we are owed this. That whole frame of thinking is a reactionary move. It's a reactionary psyche to the trauma that you've seen or heard about from what the old phase might have did to you. So you basing your whole entire existence on this white folk that came from the Caucasus Mountains and enslaved certain people. You basing your whole essence on that shit? Then you ain't woke. You're not conscious. You can't be. That's just like you saying your name is Versace. My name is Versace. I like that shirt. Yeah, my name is, that's my name. My name is Jamal Versace. And I'm Italian. Versace was a whole chump. King Grippergate. But that's who you are now. That's who dudes in the hood gonna be calling you. Oh, yo, that's Jamal. Jamal Versace, what up? You identify, your whole essence is that. It's the same shit. I'm FBA. Why? Because of the trauma that came about because some dummy came out of the mountain and said, these black folk need to be enslaved. What kind of shit is that? What is that? That's reactionary. That's what that is. Who are you? How do you manifest yourself? What is your beliefs? What is your being? Stop with that inherited shit. You inherited the Bible. You inherited the Quran. You inherited that shit. Republican, Democrat, you inherited that. Who are you? Because the whole faking may tell you who you not. You ain't them. And they letting it be known because they gunning your babies down in the street. They're unaliving your women in maternity wards. They taking your elders and saying, you know what, you ain't got Medicare no more. You got about 4 months left. That's what the old phase is doing. But you still rocking with them. You still bowing down to them. Okay? It is what it is. All right? It is what it is. Again, I'm just bringing forth questions and answers. Questions and answers. Let's get to it. Y'all better act like y'all know who y'all are. You better act like you know who you are. You better figure it out. Because you ain't them. Okay? Let's continue with old Mr. Snuff Butt himself. Nasir Jones, bring your ass to class, Nas. I'm trying to figure out. Nas Rothstein, where you at? All of a sudden, Nas, you Nas Rothstein? You the gambling man now, huh? Yeah, didn't we go excuse me, didn't we go through this shit with Jay-Z? Y'all still messing with these old face? But he the God, though. I keep telling y'all, separate the artist from the man. Separate the creativity from their actions. Oh, man. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. He betting on the old fade. That's what he doing. He's making an attempt to put his existence, his life, in the hands of the old face. He rolling the dice, all right, and want y'all to run with him and to rock with him. I can't do it, Nas. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because I know what gambling does. I know what that shit. That gotta, when that grips you, man, that's a hell of an addiction. Hell of addiction. Been in my family for decades. My grandmama, my mama, boy, when that shit grip you, it grip you. It grips you. But your man, The God got y'all getting ready to get. So let's put this out there real quick. Muslims and Muslim sons ain't messing with that. Yeah, y'all know what Quran and Hadith says about gambling. So y'all not supposed to be rocking with this at all. Okay? Let's get that out there. All that, yo, he making moves. Nah, yeah, nah. Hell no. No. Not doing that. This is something totally different. Okay? Well, let's go. Reports World Casino, New York City, has revealed a $5 billion expansion plan to redevelop the establishment into a full-fledged Las Vegas, Las Vegas style casino in collaboration with Queens rap legend Nas. Why would people that got 5 billions and shit like that and upper billions need Nas? This sound like the same play. This sound like the same play when Jay-Z destroyed downtown Brooklyn. It sound like the same play. I'm passing downtown every day. I don't see us living nowhere near there. Downtown has become an extension of Park Slope, which has become an extension of Flatbush, which have O-Phase all the way from Flatbush and Tillery, shit, all the way through, around the loop, all the way to Flatbush and Parkside. This O-Phase all up and down up over there. Yeah. So, them people got pushed out and they ain't getting nothing back. And it's not near, I don't see one thriving black-owned business over there. Not one. Nope. Okay, so let's continue. The plan will also include the refinement of the Jamaica Queens neighborhood, granting a promising future for the staple neighborhood. Why Jamaica Queens? Nah, I'm trying to figure that out. You are from Queensbridge. But I digress. I don't know. The plan proposes to create an array of new amenities, including 1,600 new hotel rooms to the existing Hyatt Regency at JFK Airport, a 7,000-seat entertainment space, a dance club, and a spa. I don't need none of that shit for liberation. Do y'all? Y'all need a dance club and a spa to get liberated? What part of liberation is that? That's freedom? I mean, I'm just asking, is that freedom? That's what we need? Casino, hotels, and dance clubs and a spa? I don't know. Anyway, Genting America East, the parent corporation of Resorts World, plans to shell out 3,000 employee housing units and 10 acres of a new community park alongside improved transportation options to JFK. I don't see no black folks benefiting from that. I'm trying to figure this out. This is an ambitious project that will give new opportunities to the hardworking families who call Queens home, attract top-tier talent, and build up the next generation of leaders. Clearly, with this project, the world is ours, captioned Nas Rothstein. I'm trying to figure out what top-tier talent. Jim Jones? Who's the top tier talent that's coming through? Is this what we talking about? Was we talking about talent music wise? Or are we talking about talent as far as business and entrepreneurship? What are we talking about? 'Cause that's the building the next generation of leaders. I'm trying to figure this out. How are hardworking families, because if you haven't noticed, Nas, we not in that workforce like that. Public education has not caught up to the coding and stuff like that. Our children is still being undereducated and underemployed. So I want to know how this casino gonna help. I'm trying to figure out how the Barclay has assisted. I don't see it. I don't see it. But we're gonna allow this to take place. Okay, let's continue. I don't know, Polo. Why not? Why not? Because again, Queensbridge is public housing. So you can't do but so much over there, especially since public housing has been taken over by the federal government. Now, I don't know if Queensbridge is one of those projects, but I know most of the projects in Brooklyn are no longer NYCHA. So maybe he feels he got to spread away because he can't do it out there. But I'm trying to figure out with all these billionaires that they're around, how come the guard hasn't built in a law school? I mean, there's a strip mall somewhere that you could put in a law school. There's at least building space out there in Queensbridge or in Long Island City somewhere where you can get in a law school. But again, the guards don't say nothing, so I'm just asking questions. I'm just being an advocate to ask questions. Like, at all this time you can do this, but you can't put in the law school up nowhere. No, not one. Nothing in Shaolin. Nothing in the desert. Not like no law schools from the guards that are around billionaires. Yeah, I know, but he getting to it though. Let's go. In the spirit of Queens Get the Money, the collaboration between Resorts World and Nas for the redevelopment plan is a strategic move. They aim to secure one of only three $500 million downstate casino licenses available in New York. To evolve into a full-fledged Las Vegas-style casino, Resorts World needs to acquire these downstate licenses as they currently hold a race license that allows them to operate solely racing and slot machines. So this shit might not even go through. Okay? Might not even go through. Let's go. The local community board has no objections to the initiative due to its positive impact on the Jamaica Queens neighborhood since its 2011 coming. Now they're talking about the initial casino, right? Again, I don't live out there, but I don't see how that has helped our people. I don't know. I've been in there, I walked through. I don't see a whole bunch of us working there. So I don't know. But I do know how the local community boards get down. As long as you pay them under the table, give them a few dollars, they'll let anything come through. Okay? Yeah. Resorts World New York City came into our community more than a dozen years ago, and every day since has been a dedicated neighbor who shows up, hears our feedback, and responds to our needs, stated Betty Bratton, the chair of Queens Community Board 10, in a statement. I guarantee you, Betty done got some bread. Listen, that community board shit ain't about nothing. Nothing. But people don't go, so anybody could sit on those boards because people not engaged in local politics. They don't know how these people operate and how they eat, and they don't know that these people are derelicts. So whatever they say, go. Corporation could tell them anything. They have been with us in good times and tough times ever since, giving both financial support and their time to this community. I know the partnership will only continue as Resorts World answers the immediate needs, but also presents a vision for the future. I don't know. I know kids are still getting popped in Jamaica. I know that for a fact. Yeah, for an absolute fact. So I don't know what the casino done. I don't know. I don't know. Now, who else is on that community board? Maybe Erica Ford. Maybe they, because they mess with them old face tight. So this is the language that they put in the press and in public to make it seem as these corporations is doing so much. These corporations are not doing shit at all. At all. Are they putting money into Life Camp that's supposed to be an anti-gun violence initiative? Do the casino give money to that? That's what need to be looked at. You understand? Because I don't see it. I'm trying to figure this out. Why people are so still up under these corporations and these OFAs, especially the guard. What is the guard doing? Let's continue though. That's because this is where it's at now. This is where people putting time and energy, right? The backing of the local community board brings optimism for a possible favorable outcome from the New York Gaming Commission as they consider license bids. So these is just a bid. This ain't even, but he did the commercial. And it wasn't no hip hop people in the commercial. Jungle wasn't there, right? DJ LES wasn't there. Tragedy could die. No Queensbridge people was in there. Shantae, none of them. Shan, none of them. Just Nas, little Asian dude, some, bankers and bagel meisters. Like I said, you got the bagel meisters. I'm looking, that's Nas Rothstein. That's Nas Rothstein. I hope he got the same type of car that old Rothstein had when them old phases tired of him. Yeah. You usually wearing that little pink suit. Video image too much. You Nas Rothstein now? Because there wasn't no brothers in the video, in the commercial. Not at all. Let's see. Again, this is only for a bid. Rivals in this competition are SL Green Realty's potential Times Square Casino and Caesars Entertainment partnering with Jay-Z's Rock Nation, setting up a potentially intense battle between these two influential players. So, damn, you mean to tell me when people go viral talking about Nas or Jay, that's powerful. So you mean to tell me when Jim Jones is going viral saying he better than Nas, that damn, he's catching the eye of gaming people, that people really watch, that these old faces paying attention to us that deep, that they using these two rap dudes? Now that could be a powerful statement to some, but I'm trying to figure out how many of us benefit from that. Yeah. Rock Nation and Jay-Z's trying to get a bid too for a casino. Man, we sure have overcome, haven't we? Gambling, liquor. We overcame, huh? We don't need no reparations. Nah, Massa, we good. I stand at the door at the Cotton Club. Yeah, Massa. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. We's here for you. Yeah. But y'all don't get it. They get into the bag. That you understand? Yeah, okay. At the announcement, RWNYC, right? That's Resorts World, pledged 50 million in startup funding for the new Genting Innovation Campus. Now, this is where it get a little tricky, which will include the Kenny the Jet Smith Academy, a community health and wellness center, a Queens STEM Institute, a brand new entertainment venue, green space, luxury hotel, and conference center, and an additional 20 million allocated for related initiatives throughout New York. That's part of this. Kenny the Jet Smith, right? Okay. Kenny the Jet, currently the host of NBA Today, gave the redevelopment project a ringing endorsement. Because they trying to sell this. They want this big. Okay? Resorts World came to me with a clear goal of fostering tomorrow's athletes, student athletes, and leaders, both on and off the court, Kenny said. Their investment in this academy will help us teach the next generation the nuances of the game on and off the court, as well as social, economic, and cultural impact of sports. I'm thrilled to partner with them to improve the borough that raised me and take it to the next level. This sounds like a script to me. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this shit sound real, man. Let me go back to 2007 and see what they were saying about Jay-Z, you know. One of the problems people have with the Atlantic Yards project is the complete lack of choice that Brooklyn locals had in the matter. So far, we ain't hear nothing about Queens locals, right? We heard from the community board. We ain't hear about the locals talking about Nas in this casino. Because it's brand new. Y'all just running this little commercial. Ratner, right, was able to easily take ownership of the land and do what he wanted with it without much regard for public opinion. The gentrification of the neighborhood took its toll on small business owners who rallied to protest the construction project, but to no avail. Many see the project as a misuse of taxpayers' money, especially since sports facilities have tax-exempt support from the federal government. This is what they were saying about the Barclays. Okay? When visiting the Barclays Center, it's easy to see why some citizens of Brooklyn may have all but forgotten about the scandal that surrounded the construction project. The stadium is colossal and the architecture breathtaking. But ain't no residents there. They didn't benefit from it. Not at all. Not at all. Okay? Not at all. Man, when are we going to learn? I don't know. I just ask questions here, though. I'm just trying to figure this out. So, let me figure this out. People getting kicked out of the country, people being held in ICE detention centers because they don't know who they are. Individuals who claim they guard or follow the teachings of the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths are working with the bankers and the Bagelmeisters, not knowing who they are. I'm getting confused. I'm trying to figure this out. Who are we? What is going on? I don't know what is going on. What are you teaching the kids? Because the kids is confused. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. What's really good here? How are we moving? How are we proceeding? Y'all help me out. Because they got y'all facing Iran. They got y'all facing casinos. They got y'all facing sports. Now, Kenny Smith could say whatever he want about teaching these kids about sports and all this other woo and culture. And most of them dudes that came through that draft selection is sweet as pie. Yeah, a whole lot of them is Roy G. Biv. So I don't know what you think you teaching them. The ones who get money is still in college. They ain't even looking for the MBA. So how is this construction project, holistic center, and all this shit you rambling and how is that benefiting? Because I've been in many spots in Queens, from Far Rock, from Five Towns, to Jamaica, to Long Island City, all that. Man, there ain't a lot of black folk in Queens like that no more. It used to be you go through there, that's all you see. Matter of fact, New York City, we not as deep as we used to be. We just not. So again, I pose a question: who are we? Who are you? Who are they? Y'all better figure it out. Y'all better figure it out. Because to consistently rely on American Constitution, I got rights. You keep saying that shit, and every day they proving you wrong. Now, I'm not saying this to panic anybody. I'm not a fearmonger at all. I'm just giving you the reality of it, so then your brain can start processing ways to combat this, ways to be secure in who we are, ways to get together to support each other. Because if you don't do it now, war is a bad space. It is so difficult to know who your true comrade is once the war already started. You got to get them kinks out now. You got to know who you around and where y'all going. You can't wait till they start popping off and it's too late. By then, you got all type of pedos in your ranks. You got all type of scammers in your ranks. You got all type of agents and rats in your ranks. It's too late then. It's too late. Who are you? Who are they? Where are you going? What do you value? How do you manifest your beliefs? Because they moving. They moving. And anytime you wait, that's reactionary. Wait to move. You know, these old phase ain't waiting. They tearing our ass up. Birthright citizenship shit. They wipe that away for everybody. 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 Because those who are truly, truly indigenous to this land, they done wiped them out. They done wiped them out. Gone. Stop separating yourselves. You better create an army. Get rid of that bullshit somebody told you. Well, I'm under this flag. I'm this. I'm that. Keep it up. And you're going to be this and that right there picking cotton next to each other. Right there. You with an accent, you with none. You sounding like you from New York City. You sounding like you from Tupelo, Mississippi. Still picking cotton. They don't give a damn. Because that's what it was when they was picking cotton on the plantation. Somebody from Sierra Leone, somebody from Kenya, somebody from, wherever they was and whatever the names of the country was back then. Damn it, y'all was from all over the continent. Didn't matter then. And it's not going to matter tomorrow. You could think you a bad bitch, but you going to be a bad bitch picking cotton. Hopefully they ain't going to care. Get your ass out there. Make sure you take your wig with you. Get up out there, get the bailing. And on that note, it's almost one. After one, shit is 1:20. I got to go. I got things to do in the morning. And in the afternoon, ain't that right, C-Blades? Okay, now. Yeah, so I'm going to let y'all take it on down. I'm going to get in the shower because I'm looking all shiny and shit. And that's what we going to do. That's what we going to do. All right. So, classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. Man, we got 127 minutes. Damn, we've been doing it. Ooh-wee. Yeah, we've been doing. I put in the work. I don't know what it's going to take. I get to it and I make it my business to try to give the best information possible. But, to each his own. Okay? Classroom assistants, again, much appreciation for holding it down. To those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. To those who didn't, and the trolls and all that, I see y'all. Trust and believe, there's no hate at all. Okay, we do what we do. Make sure you come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Remember, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. I know you are strong enough to do it. I know you are intelligent enough to see it. You just need a little coaching, If you up under here, book your sessions. Book your sessions. Don't wait. Don't call me from the precinct and all that shit. Listen, I can't help you. I'm not a lawyer. All right? You dig? All my truckers, get to where you're going safe. Get to your destination. Drop that load or pick up that load and get home. Don't mess with them rest stop thoughts with that hot twat, because you will need a shot. Okay? Yeah. And set your ass on fire. Okay? Do what you do. All my educators, keep educating. Okay? All my entrepreneurs trying to figure this out and make a way for themselves. Listen. Put yours in the comments. Whatever it is. I don't care. Whatever. You got your little t-shirt. You got your little mugs or candles, or damn it, put it in. Got your clothes, your merch, put it in the comments, or go to the community, drop it. Build this class. Let's build this and get away from all that fake dumb shit. We have to manifest ourselves as liberators. We gotta move. We gotta be tight. Okay, so leave them clowns alone. Let's do what we do. All right? Let's do what we do. Okay? And 55 gang. Get y'all grades